What's going on, good people? Chaplain Mark back. I ain't made a video in a little bit. Funny how life gets involved and you get sidetracked, and then the things that you like to do or want to do get placed on the back burner. And yeah, well, we back with another car review in the '03 Buick Park Avenue. One of my favorite cars. I always wanted a Buick Park Avenue. This is actually my first Buick Park Avenue. Believe it or not, in my world travels of 300 plus cars, this is my first Park Avenue. V6 3800, widely regarded as one of the best American engines ever built. The model of efficiency, both uh, fuel efficiency and durability. Not so much power, but interestingly enough, the Buick 3800 feels like it has more power than it actually does. Let's take the street way, which is very rare nowadays. Everybody's advertising this 400 horsepower and everything like that, and this thing's got a tick over 200 horsepower. But when you drive in a big vehicle like this, you would think that the 3800 would struggle, but this thing is a masterpiece. Okay, it moves this car very well. The car rides very good. It's got even got the hood symbol on the hood ornament on the up front, letting you know where you're at. Your navigation. Old school navigation. Just put you a big symbol in the front and follow that wherever it leads you. But anyway, uh, it's a great car. Durability wise, the Buick Park Avenues, the Buick LeSabres, uh, just about anything with the 3800. This one GM was really cooking. The 90s, early 2000s, they was cooking. Before that 3.6 god awful engine, they started putting in everything. The 3800 was in everything, and it was just doing this job. Us mechanics and technicians, when we heard about the 3800 going away, we couldn't believe it. We was actually beside ourselves. Why would you do it? You know, I still don't understand it because they have yet to make anything as good as this. Okay. You can get your LS with the power and all that kind of stuff, but even those have serious issues when it comes to, you know, cylinder deactivation and all that kind of stuff. I'm geeking out, but let's stick to the vehicle here. Buick Park Avenue, when it came out, was felt like a trim level for Buick. It was in the Electra, the deuce and a quarter. Car will take up half a block, and you got the Park Avenue package. It was like a platinum package or something like that, and then they started making Buick Park Avenues and things like that. But it was always the old man car, the old man's Cadillac, the old man's dream car. And now that I'm officially calling myself an old man, I understand 110% why. And you know what? Speaking about being old, let me go off topic here for a second. I'm starting to really enjoy being old. I'm only 45 years old, but you know, I feel like getting old is going to be the best part of my life. I was always built to be an old man, and this Buick is a reflection of it. Uh, the Chevy Caprice I had, I'm starting to realize what genre of car I actually really like. I started off with the young, fast and the furious cars and wanted to burn rubber all the time, and I don't want to burn rubber no more. I just want to get where I'm going comfortably, look around, and enjoy the ride. Guess it's a symptom of age. A little wisdom, a little salt and pepper in the beard. But anyway, I rate this car very high, guys. This is probably about an 8.6 for me. As close as GM ever got to really putting together a masterpiece. Uh, the downfall of this car is no fault of its own. It's probably not the best looking car. Uh, Looks a little bubbly, a little boxy. Not quite sure what they were trying to do with the looks of it. It's a love it or like it, or just forget about it kind of thing. But I enjoy the car. The car is one of those cars that kind of bring you some sentiments of joy as you look back. For a lot of us car guys, we get to look back and enjoy a simpler time before the Hellcats and Hemis took over and burned up the streets. But that's all. Appreciate where you at, guys. Appreciate what you got, no matter what you got. And as always, it's your favorite chaplain here, and for most of you guys, your only chaplain here, telling you to enjoy life and be a blessing. Be blessed.